finest professional wrestling from the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, Capital Wrestling.
A lot of people don't take me seriously. That's fine. A lot of people think I just answered Ken Dixon's open challenge for a funny video, a funny meme. That's also fine. You know what, Too Hot Steve Scott, he's never been the face of a company. How fitting. What a beautiful face to be a face of a company. And that starts tonight. Ken Dixon, open challenge. Tonight, there's gonna be a new face of Capital Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Capital Wrestling. It's a jam-packed episode tonight, as for the first time, Logan Easton LaRue and Darius Carter, Capital Inc., will square off against Mike Law and Anthony Gangone. As you heard, right now we're about to see the Capital Wrestling title on the line as Steve Scott looks to pull off an upset against the disputed Capital Wrestling champion, Ken Dixon.
And look, it's Too Hot Steve Scott. And look at this, as always, taking his customary
selfie superstar himself.
Yeah. Never without his phone, always looking for an opportunity to get a good selfie. And
wait a minute, wait a minute. There goes Ken Dixon, Capital Wrestling champion.
I think Steve saw Ken Dixon in the back of that.
Attack from behind as we...
Right in front of the Boys and Girls Club here.
The Capital Wrestling champion not playing around.
Yeah, Ken Dixon now, he's taking a couple selfies.
No longer aligned with Matthew Ryan Shapiro. The Capital Wrestling champion not even coming out here with his belt. No belt, no fanfare, but this is a Capital Wrestling Heavyweight Championship title defense here for Ken Dixon.
Absolutely, but Ken Dixon, there's a reason he didn't come out with a belt. He came out to attack Steve Scott from behind. He scouted, his opponent very well. And Steve Scott did what he always does, which is try to take a selfie, and now he's in a bad spot here. You
can see in that selfie moments before he was attacked, seeing Ken Dixon in the screen, tried to recover but couldn't.
And of course, again, as you mentioned, this is the first match where we see Ken Dixon without the management, the leadership of Matthew Ryan Shapiro. And we're going to see if he really is a champion without him.
Ken Dixon is no stranger to a fight. Dixon has defeated both Eric Royal and John Kerman, two legitimate bad mamma jammas.
Absolutely. And Steve Scott, this might be his undoing. Making sure the phone is okay. Going for a dive.
Through the middle rope and back to the phone, the selfie superstar snapping a photo.
Look at this.
Now again, he's taking a picture with him.
Now there's a fan taking a selfie of Steve Scott taking a selfie. And you can always follow us on our social media.
At Capital Wrestling without the G's on Instagram.
That's right.
Twitter. You name it. Just search Capital Wrestling.
Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're all over the place.
We're all over the place.
Ooh. And now Steve Scott trying to actually fully in control. And again, you got to wonder if not having Matthew Ryan Shapiro around is going to affect him. Going to affect oh, there you go. And now handing it off to some kids. They're going to take some selfie.
Oh, wait a minute. Right in front of the Boys and Girls Club.
And that's what you end up getting.
In the front row.
And now Steve Scott in trouble.
Look at the aggression on Ken Dixon. Cover one.
You can only get away with fooling around like this with Ken Dixon for so long. He's the champion for a reason. And arguing with referee Mike Keener.
And again, choking him out.
And in a bad spot Steve Scott is right now.
Senior official Mike Keener, not a man to trifle with. He's the only man qualified to rein in these two right now. As he told Ken Dixon, he's not going to stand for any shenanigans.
Well, it might be a little bit easier for for Steve Scott right now, not having to deal with Matthew Ryan Shapiro ringside. As we all remember, Matthew Ryan Shapiro knocked out by Juba when he was trying to recruit Juba to join the Bastards, and currently still recovering. Our thoughts and prayers are with Matthew Ryan Shapiro. Please,
Thoughts and prayers.
we'll put up an address at the end of the show where you can send all your cards and cards. All right. He's fine, no thanks to people like you, and please stop sending me the video. I don't appreciate it, it's not funny. Stop emailing it to me, stop texting it to me.
Oh, don't worry, I put it on my LinkedIn.
Great. I'm trying to figure out a way to block you, but you keep coming up with new screen names.
Oh, you didn't like Shapiro Must Die
No, that was...
at gmail.com?
No, that one I caught coming right away, but good on you. Well, right now, Steve Scott trying to
Work
break
his
this hold of
elbows
Ken
in.
Dixon.
Ken Dixon, again, a more aggressive Ken Dixon than perhaps we've ever seen. He's always got his foot on the pedal, but tonight something is a little bit different.
Well, I think the difference is you
got guys like Matt McIntosh waiting in the wing,
Absolutely.
putting a target on Ken Dixon's back. When will they face off? Perhaps July 14th at the Gray album?
It's a possibility. Ooh, look at the strike. I'd love to see that match, but I mean, first, he's got to get through Steve Scott.
How about the dissension that happened between Ken Dixon and Paul Jourdain? He may have lost a manager, and he may have lost trust in Paul Jourdain after he claimed his intentions to one day be Capital Wrestling champion.
Unfortunately, that's going to happen when you're the champion. People are going to come out, and they want that title. Friends, foes, There's no friends in this business. It's a business. It's about making money. It's about being the champion. And when you're the champion, you have a target, and that becomes a problem. A lot of friendships. We've seen brothers versus brothers for championships. It's not surprising. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens.
Steve Scott grabbing the leg, ducking underneath. Neck breaker there on the champ. And Steve Scott looking to get a little bit of breather, a little bit of separation, as Ken Dixon has been on him like white on rice.
And now the two. Trying to see who can get up first and take advantage of this. Oh, I got a text message here. It's one of Steven Scott's. Great, it's another thing. You should be calling the match. Why are you texting me the? I'm trying
It's a great video. I put it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, I saw. Anyway, Ken Dixon misses the clothesline.
Another clothesline missed. Luthez press again. Ken Dixon quickly escapes. Goes for another clothesline.
Ooh, a Pele kick. And now Steve Scott again firmly in
Firing
control.
up and out the ring almost.
Ooh.
And right on the chin. And caught him
This could be the opportunity. It would be a huge upset if Steve Scott could just cover him.
with a flatliner. Jumping through that middle rope.
Ken
Going
Dixon.
for the phone again. That's got to be considered a foreign object or something.
I guess if he strikes him with it, it would, but all he's doing is taking selfies.
Selfie Bulldog. Cover 1, 2. 2 count only.
I'm not going to lie, it's going to make a great picture, but he should have wasted his time because instead of finishing off Ken Dixon, he chose to go for that phone. I almost feel like he feels naked without it. But he still has control of this matchup. This could be a huge upset. We could see Steve Scott become the Capital Wrestling champion.
Steve Scott pulling down that knee pad, looking for something. Ken Dixon's got him up. Back elbow right on the chin. Dixon looking to capitalize. Spinning around. Look at the athleticism of Steve Scott. Spun him around. Modified Russian leg sweep. 1 count only.
Yeah, it's hard to keep Ken Dixon down.
Ken Dixon, say what you want about his tactics under the tutelage of Matthew Ryan Shapiro, but this is one bad man. He knows how to take a ton of punishment, and he knows how to dish out even more.
Without a doubt, there is no quit in Ken Dixon, and that's why he is the Capital Wrestling champion.
But here goes Steve Scott up top, looking for something high risk. Went for a 450 splash, couldn't get it. Has him up, perhaps looking for the Halls of Violence. There it is! The Halls of Violence cover 1, 2, 3. And Ken Dixon
is your winner, Ken Dixon.
Not only is he your winner, he is still your Capital Wrestling champion, as disputed as it may be to some.
How's that a picture for you, Steve? Ken Dixon picking up the phone, and he's going to take a selfie of his own.
Ken Dixon taking a picture of his junk. What is he doing? That's lascivious.
Call it what you will. Ken Dixon is the Capital Wrestling champion, and he can do what he wants as he continues to dominate.
Ken Dixon, despicable here, but there's one thing you have to call him, and that is Capital Wrestling champion. Steve Scott, he put up a hell of a fight, but perhaps going to his phone one too many times. You can't do that. You have to be focused in the ring with Ken Dixon.
Yeah, you're right. And it came up, and it was too much of a distraction. And of course, Ken Dixon.
There he is, Ken Dixon, your Capital Wrestling champion.
People are coming up asking, who is Chuck Payne? Chuck Payne is just one half of the Extreme Rednecks. Chuck Payne is the son of a mother who suffered through 14 back surgeries, suffered through breast cancer, but never once gave up. She kept the fight alive. She kept the fight in us. Tonight, I was supposed to be in a heavyweight tournament. That's not happening. Do I care? No, not at all. I'm stepping foot in the ring with Justin Adams. I don't think he's too much of a heavyweight. 205, 305, 405. It doesn't matter, because when you step foot in the ring with Chuck Payne, you feel pain.
This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by Choked Out Radio. Looking at the world of MMA, pro wrestling, and more. Go to blogtalkradio.com/chokedoutradiolive and also on iTunes podcasts. Don't miss a single moment of Capital Wrestling Television by subscribing to our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling not only gives you a brand new episode every Monday night at 7:05, but exclusive content like Capital Wrestling's World War IV Live, exclusive Match Zero content, Capital Wrestling Binge Mode Marathons, and the upcoming Level Up with Stephen James and more. Push the button and subscribe to Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling.
Well, hello, Capital Wrestling viewers. I am Candace Cordelia, standing here with Bo Crockett. Bo, people want to know why you're using your chain against, Jay George, what that whole thing is about.
Well, the chain, the alleged chain, is not the thing in question here. The thing in question here is Bo Crockett giving Jay George something he so desperately deserved. The Bo Show needed to show everyone what he's capable of. But there are other things that I'd like to be capable of, and it's more important that we sit down for this conversation, please. Thank you.
Why? I'm cool here.
What?
Fine.
What? There's so much.
Cool. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
What's happening? This is really short. I can't. This is uncomfortable.
You should never be uncomfortable around the Bo Show. Sweet candy.
Why? I just want to do one professional
Sweeter than
interview.
saccharin.
One professional interview. Why? I see where
we
this
did
is
a
going.
professional interview.
Yeah, and it should stay that way. So
and then
what?
this is now just me and you.
Right.
Me and you. Later tonight, we go out for a nice dinner, nice night on the town. Candy and the Bow show. Oh yeah.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
You know
I
you
cannot.
can't.
I just cannot.
Come on, sweet Candy.
No.
You know you love the Bow show.
I,
You know what?
we're-
I'll leave
we're gonna
you
cut
here.
this-
I'll leave you here, and I'll see you later tonight.
No, you're not.
Here comes the man, one of the biggest heavyweights here in Capital Wrestling. It's the Extreme Redneck himself, Chuck Payne.
Fighting out of Pine Barrens, New Jersey, with an official weight of 305 pounds, he is the Extreme Redneck, Chuck Payne!
Chuck Payne, supposed to have fought Nick Drake.
Yeah, this is a last-minute substitution.
We still
We're
don't know what
finding out why.
happened.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I normally would call in my resources, but I've been more concerned about the situation with Matthew Ryan Shapiro and how he's doing. So
Stay tuned to Capital Wrestling's social media to find out what happened. But I guess we have a matchup either way. Chuck Payne came here to Hoboken to fight, and fight is what he's going to do.
Justin Adams, of course, is in a situation here. He's trying to make a name for himself here at Capital Wrestling. And this is the first time he was here. He took on a very angry Paul Jourdain and was finished quickly. And I mean, I'm just bewildered by the size of this man, Chuck
Payne.
Justin Adams.
He's more worried about his hair.
I mean, it is nice hair.
I mean, I
gotta
wish
give him
I had that
right,
hair.
Sure. Well, you wish you had any hair. Oh, wow.
And we are underway.
Oh, wow. That's not a great way to start a singles match here. I know that Justin Adams had hoped. Ooh, look at those strikes. He had hoped that he had a better chance this time.
That might have been the only opportunity Justin Adams is going to get tonight.
Well, oh, wow. Raking the
Holding
eyes.
him
Very
up.
smart. Okay. He found a way out of that.
Standing drop kick. Beautiful form here. And a bow, but to no effect. You better pay attention. The Extreme Redneck with the clothesline. A bit of a mismatch here. Don't get me wrong. Justin Adams is in shape.
You know, and now in the corner, now begging off a little bit, but it's too late. Oof. And
you could hear those open palms. The crowd here in the Hoboken Auditorium asking for one more time, right on the chest of Justin Adams.
And going for a little bit of a right. Oh, wow.
Thrown across the ring is Justin Adams trying to escape here, looking for some sort of reprieve on the outside.
Yeah, well, this man's an extreme redneck. He'll go into swamps. He doesn't mind going outside on the floor of a wrestling ring.
Begging off. And Chuck Payne right into that damaged wrist.
Actually, yeah.
And smartly.
That hand was broken about a month ago.
You can see it all taped up there. Smartly by Justin Adams. You might not agree with his tactics, but they are smart.
I absolutely agree with the tactics. Did you see what happened? He just did a cross-country flight across the ring.
You try and keep it in the ring.
Well, I mean, Chuck Payne did chase him out there.
And again, stomping on the hand. Justin Adams fighting through a busted mouth.
Ooh, and just smartly, no other choice. I mean, he doesn't have a size advantage, but at least he can eliminate that hand and take advantage of that.
Chuck Payne being left-handed, that eliminates his dominant hand. Not being able to generate power in that fist, as you see.
And
favoring that hand, but again,
now
Justin Adams back to it.
Now the momentum has turned. That's why you take every match you can. I mean, this was supposed to be Mick Drake. Justin
Wrapping
Adams.
into the ropes. Ref's got to get him out of there. Knee to the gut by Chuck Payne, but you can tell he's still favoring that arm. He immediately went down.
Anything can happen on any given point. That's why you take all these opportunities. He wasn't supposed to be in this ring, but it looks like Justin Adams just might create the best upset in all of Capital Wrestling.
Head to the knee there, looking for something here. Flying high knee. Still Chuck Payne on his feet.
It's going to take a lot more than that to take him down. Now going to the top rope.
Dazed, though, is Chuck Payne. Chuck Payne better pay attention as Justin Adams looking perhaps to fly here. And caught midair for a power slam is Payne. And the odds are even out. Payne still favoring that hand, but he's back in the game. Clothesline into the corner. Tossed into the other corner. Another splash there. Looking for a sidewalk slam perhaps, but caught him, escaped is Justin Adams.
Oh, tried, not this time.
Gets him up.
Oh, wow.
Redneck driver. And Chuck Payne stalking Justin Adams. This might be it, folks. Got to give it to Justin Adams. He fought valiantly, but this might be the end.
Oh, no, he's got his arms clasped.
Went for the double choke slam.
Couldn't
get it with the one hand, but had the other one still. Cover 1, 2, 3. Admirable effort.
Is your winner, the Extreme Redneck, Chuck Payne.
An admirable effort by Justin Adams, but to no avail as the Extreme Redneck is back to his winning ways here in Capital Wrestling.
Maybe the singles division is where it's going to happen. I know his brother's injured. His brother can't wrestle anymore, but the
It's a
tag
shame,
team
but
division's
Chuck Payne
loss
is here.
Yeah,
He's here to stay.
and I don't think I'd want to be. If that's what he's like with one hand, I can't imagine what damage he's going to cause when he finally heals. The Extreme Redneck himself, Chuck Payne.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Capital Wrestling Television. I am Candace Cordelia, standing next to both members of Capital Inc. Now, this...
Whoa. When you say Capital Inc., why don't you say our full names, please?
Oh, I was getting there. I was definitely
Fix
getting
it.
there. Yeah. Okay, Capital Inc. comprises of Logan Easton LaRoe to my right.
The champion of the 1%, Logan Easton LaRoe. Say it.
The champion of the 1%, Logan Easton LaRoe to my right, and Mr. Darius Carter to my
That's
left.
it. That's it. So literally, you failed with his introduction, and then you proceed to fail even more miserably with mine. So let's try that again. Wrestling's richest prize, the father of change, and the man that defeated Anthony Gangone and ended his undefeated streak for a year. You don't want to bring that up, right?
I think you said it.
Yeah, you
better
think I
than-
said it. So let's give you the floor again. So go ahead and proceed with your questions. Thank you very much.
Well, all right. So, everyone wants to know exactly why you guys have teamed up to form Capital Inc. and why you, Mr. Darius, have asked to go against Mr. Mike Law, and you, Mr. LaRoe, have asked to go against Mr. Anthony Gangone.
Why we did that, why we joined together.
Yes.
Some would even call this a corporate merger, the likes of which the wrestling world has never seen. I picked one Anthony Gangone because my associate over here, Mr. Darius Carter, has already defeated him.
I beat him. You were going to bring that up at some point.
I'd hope so. I'd hope so. We do research here at Capital Wrestling.
And of course, I chose Mike Law because if you haven't been paying attention, we're here to change the status quo. See, Capital, it's like a snow globe. It's pretty, it's beautiful, but it needs to be shaken up for the real beauty to come out, and that is what Capital Inc. is. That is what Logan Easton LaRoe and Mr. Darius Carter are. We represent three things that make things change in this world: money, power, and fear, and not necessarily in that order. We are the ones that make the difference. Year one, I was the last man standing, and I didn't just do that for me, I did that for us. I did that for our prosperity, our business prosperity, and now we will start off year two winning this tag team main event and proving to the world why we are the capital in Capital Wrestling. You see that? You honestly didn't even need to be here, did you? Because we just handled that all on our own.
You want me to step out the frame?
You can step out right now. As a matter of fact, you can
Thanks
leave.
for watching.
Why don't we
You
get
can leave.
this on camera?
Let's get this on camera.
These two. Get my face in here. Come on.
Beautiful.
The capitalist, grapplist.
Ooh.
Mr. Darius Carter, Mr. Logan Easton LaRoe.
Be sure to check out falsefinish.com, your source for all things False Finish Productions. Check out great content like The Nerd Site and Spot Monkey Radio. We also provide production services for any event, big or small. To inquire, hit us up on our website at falsefinish.com. That's falsefinish.com.
Don't miss a single moment of Capital Wrestling television by subscribing to our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling not only gives you a brand new episode every Monday night at 7:05, but exclusive content like Capital Wrestling's World War IV Live, exclusive Match Zero content, Capital Wrestling binge mode marathons, and the upcoming Level Up with Stephen James and more. Push the button and subscribe to twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling.
The 80s. Reagan's America, where fantasy and reality are one and the same, and the heroes of the day are the booze-fueled demigods of the squared circle. Fabulous Frank Hazard and Greg, the Gargoyle Grimes, are just a couple of the boys traveling up and down the roads in search for fame, fortune, and glory. With their violent blood and guts southern territory under threat of extinction from the cartoonish promotion up north, Hazard and Grimes' heated rivalry is spilled out of the ropes and into the batshit insanity of their daily lives. But when the greedy promoter from the New York-based Federation of World Wrestling All-Stars literally sells his soul to steal control of the Southerners' coveted championship belt, the two boozy bruisers will have to set aside their boiling hatred to form an unlikely tag team that must fight evil in and out of the ring. Available now at Amazon.com.
Darius Carter, the last time we were in the ring at Capital Wrestling, you beat me. And like a man, I stood out there after the match and I tried to shake your hand. But you didn't have that. So what happened to you? You have a nice little knee mark on your face now. And tonight you think that I care that you have a tag team partner, a business associate, but I don't. This isn't grammar school. I don't care about your new friends. All I care about is getting my hands on you. And tonight my tag team partner, Mike Law, he's gonna take care of the rest.
I am back. You see, since day one, there has been two consistent. That man, Anthony Gangone, Colossal Mike Law, when other guys have gone elsewhere, these guys, Anthony Gangone, The Rogue, myself, have stood behind Capital Wrestling. We have helped build this organization from the ground up. Darius Carter, you and your partner, Logan Easton LaRoe. You see, Logan, I don't know much about you, but I do know one thing. I know that I chose my rightful partner, the very best, not only in Capital Wrestling, but in all of professional wrestling. His name is Anthony Gangone, and you boys better recognize that Colossal Mike Law is back where he rightfully belongs to Capital Wrestling in the main event. We take you boys out. There is no amount of money in this planet that will save you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening. It is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
My broadcast partner, Harry Chujanian, Mr. Entertainment himself, Scotty Cerriti already in the ring, and we're about to get underway with our tag team action.
Our main event tonight for this episode of Capital Wrestling. And here we see leader of the 1%, Logan Easton LaRoe.
Logan Easton LaRoe, one half of this newly founded partnership, the Venture Grappleist, and wrestling's richest prize, Darius Carter, known as Capital Inc.
And no doubt the name means what it says. They are going to take over Capital Wrestling. And between the two of these smart businessmen coming together, it's limitless, the possibilities. Oh, look at this. Darius Carter endearing himself himself.
Wrestling's
to the fans.
richest
How
prize.
Are you, sir? For him. How are you, sir? We were friends. We're good buddies.
You saw what just happened there.
We're good buddies.
For those of you who didn't see that,
We're friends, pals, we're joking around.
you were trying to get financial advice and shake the hand of wrestling's richest prize, Darius Carter, but he would not sully himself with you.
No, we're old friends. We joke around like that all the time.
All the time. You, Donald Glover.
Sure, yeah, I know Donald Glover.
All the time.
I get him on the phone. You know, but he's busy now. He's busy doing stuff. You don't know what that's like. You got nothing but time, which is why you keep sending me that video of Matthew Ryan Shapiro being knocked out by Juba. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Darius Carter. Oh, look at this. If it isn't glorious enough seeing Darius Carter by himself, now partnered with the leader of the 1%, Logan Easton LaRue.
Wrestling's richest prize and the Venture Grappist, the champion of the 1%, Capital Inc., making their debut here. And might I say, this is going to be one formidable team. Both men no stranger to Capital Wrestling. Darius Carter making an immediate impact, coming in with his brass ring challenge, defeating Anthony Gangone, and then a brutal attack on Sonny Kiss. Logan Easton LaRue we haven't seen in quite a while, but when he was here last time.
And Logan Easton LaRue making sure that Scotty Cerriti opens the ring ropes for Darius Carter, as it should be, by the way.
And here he is, one of the most fighting champions of all time in the history of Capital Wrestling, the former Capital Wrestling Sapphire Television champion, the colossal Mike Law. The colossal Mike Law, the height, stepping over that top rope.
The man's about what, 5?
Wait a minute, wait a minute!
Oh!
There he is again with the chain!
Yeah, this time I'm pretty sure it is Bo Crockett.
I told you it was Bo Crockett, you didn't want to listen to me!
That last guy had a mask, but all that matters is... And look at Darius Carter holding on to referee Rob Blatt, and there's nothing he can do.
Someone's got to get out here!
Nothing
this
he can
matchup
do.
hasn't even started yet.
As Logan Easton
And
LaRue
the Bo Show
applauds.
repeatedly striking in the ribs and choking him with that chain. And look at Darius Carter holding back the ref as he tries to break it up.
And another message sent to Mike Law by the Bo Show and the National Wrestling Alliance. Here comes Anthony Gangone to help his partner. He's waiting for his entrance music. He did not know what was going on here.
That brutal attack
and
by Bo Crockett. Wait a minute.
And here
is
we
Anthony
go.
Gangone going to have to go this alone tonight?
It might be. I know he wants to check on his partner here, but
what else is going to happen tonight on Capital Wrestling?
Who's to say here?
I just have no words for what's happening.
Get out of here right now, before I come there and kick your teeth right down your throat. All right, Mike's not here, right? That's fine. I'll go it alone. So Darius, Logan, get ready, because I'm going to bring the fight to both you bitches.
Whoa, a little bit of strong language as the one above all is pumped up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a handicap match scheduled for one fall.
I don't know how wise a decision this is for
Introducing
Gangone.
first, fighting from a gated community, inside of a gated community, surrounded by a gated community, at a total combined weight 429 pounds, the champion of the 1%, young and handsome, Logan Easton LaRue, and the father of change, wrestling's richest prize, Mr. Darius Carter.
Collectively known as Capital Inc. now.
And their opponent fighting
one above all, the wrestling god himself, Anthony Gangone, a man who just recently lost his very first match in Capital Wrestling to one Darius Carter.
And again, I don't know how wise this is by Gangone. I know he's a competitor, he wants to compete, but this might be a bit too much. It's one thing if your partner gets injured during a match, but to go in without him, 2-on-1 against the likes of wrestling's richest prize and the leader of the 1%. No
leader of the 1%, the champion of the 1% himself. We haven't seen Logan Easton LaRue since his loss to Sonny Kiss last fall. Speculation is that Carter's attack on Sonny Kiss, that brutal attack that we saw recently, was a retaliatory move to strengthen the bond between these two physical and wrestling giants.
Absolutely, it's a possibility. They're a team and a unit now, but Gangone managing to use his abilities to slip out of the way here.
While Carter got the win against Gangone in his debut, Gangone wound up connecting with Dreams by the Waterfall on Carter after the match. So this is heating up to be a grudge match. These men, no strangers to each other. Once Darius Carter took Anthony Gangone under the learning tree,
well,
now no more.
They've gone their separate ways, Gangone. And there we go, trying to get into the head of Gangone. He had an opportunity to be part of what he's trying to do here at Capital Wrestling, and Gangone just decided not to be part of what Darius Carter wants to do. And now pushing him against the ropes.
You wonder just how long Gangone can survive here on his own.
I mean, these uppercuts are punishing, and listen, in a tag team match, you don't worry too much about this situation. You might ride out the storm, hopefully you can tag a partner in, but there's nobody to tag.
All three of these men have been champions every step of their career.
They're all trying to make that next step here at Capital, and it could happen with any of these three. I mean, they're very talented.
Anthony Gangone, who's been here since day one, Logan Easton LaRue in our very first main event.
And look at the drop kick.
Darius Carter coming in and needs to take a little bit of a break.
And a smart move on Darius Carter's part. Take a breather. Let Logan do some of the work here.
Arm drag, another deep arm drag there by Gangone. Leg sweep, knee drop, right on LaRue. And LaRue not happy here.
Absolutely.
As Gangone taking on two men firmly in control.
Absolutely, looking pretty good right now without his partner, Mike Law, who again is on his way, I'm assuming, to a medical facility close by because of the attack by who we now know to be Bo Crockett. And going it alone. Carter asking where his friends are.
Went for the double clothesline, but blocked. Flying knees to both men, and Gangone still in control. Carter, I believe, is still the legal man. A little bit of confusion there.
Well,
kick
now,
right
Logan,
to the check.
Legal or not, those kicks are striking Logan in the chest.
And the crowd agreeing with one solitary word.
And so far, Gangone is doing a great job of making sure that he's isolating these two, not letting them get too close to the ring before going back to them, but unfortunately, again, the numbers add up. Look at this, now Logan firmly in control.
Darius Carter letting the fans know that that was all part of his plan, trying to lure in Gangone so Logan Easton LaRue can take advantage.
Gangone trying to fight back, but Logan fully taking advantage. Look at him, put him on a front face lock so that he can let Darius make the tag.
Working the back of that leg, which we've seen has been injured on Anthony Gangone, who had to battle through it in their last meeting. Darius Carter, ever the tactician here, but it's going to take more than just foot stomping to take out the one above all.
Absolutely, he's certainly, there's no quitting him, but I think the numbers will become too much. I mean, again, there's no denying.
Again, the chops.
He's a strong competitor, but
the palm strike returned was the receipt from Darius Carter. Darius Carter using all four, but wait a minute, right on the outside, Logan Easton LaRue choking Anthony Gangone on that middle rope. This is where the numbers game comes into effect here, and Anthony Gangone is being put at a severe disadvantage against two talented tacticians here.
Absolutely. Now Darius firmly in control. Going for a snap suplex.
Floats over for the cover. 1 count only. Cover again, 1. Again, 1 count. Cover again, 1. Still trying those quick and successive tags, pins, pardon. Sorry, I'm watching that video again.
Just focus on the match, please.
I can do 2 things at once. Like you, being boring and unfun.
I wish you drive and text after the show. Oh, a knee to the face.
Knee to the face. Cover, 1.
Look at the
2.
pin, just dragging his hand across Gangone.
2 count only.
I think Darius knew he wasn't going to get a 3 count on that. That's more psychological. That's more to get the wind out of him and stepping on his fingers. Look at this. Using the count of 5 and tagging in Logan. The two of them working amazingly as a tag team. Who's to say what this tag team division will look like with these two together? Great singles competitor.
1 count. Admonishing referee Rob Blatt, saying that's a pin.
That's how you put it on.
Didn't look like he had Gangone's shoulders to the mat, however. Those strikes. Roll up 1, 2, had a bit of the tights, but couldn't get it.
Gangone looking to try to weasel away out of that. And now putting in an STF.
Logging him in that STF. Getting that torque.
Gangone in a lot of trouble. If he had a partner, he couldn't tag him. And he's in the center of the ring anyway.
And look at Darius Carter stalking him and mocking. But Anthony Gangone locks it in. Crossface here.
And now he mocks Darius Carter.
Will Loganisa LaRoe tap? No, rolls through, cover 1, 2. And a boot right to the chin of Gangone, and the one above all, flat on his back.
Logan's so smart, knowing his positioning in the ring. He couldn't get to a rope. He couldn't do anything. What does he do? He puts Gangone on his back for a pinfall. This way, Gangone has to release the hold or lose the match. And that's the smarts you're dealing with somebody like a Logan Easton.
Driving him into the knee. And look at the smug look on Darius Carter. The smug, stalking look of wrestling's richest prize, knowing he's in control and it's this 2-on-1 match. Oh, but look, using the tag rope.
Well, it's there. It's part of the ring. It's fair game.
It is not fair game, and you know better.
That's where you and I disagree. I mean, they got to a count of 5. If you notice something that maybe you didn't notice because you didn't have my expert eye, but Gangone crawled to that corner looking for a tag. There's nobody there.
But still, Gangone answering back with those chops. Another block, forearm, right to the chin.
He doesn't have the stamina left. After going
double stomp. And again, cover 1, 2. Cover, now hooks leg 2. 2 count only. Darius Carter not pleased with the arithmetic of referee Rob Blatt.
And you got to, again, Gangone going for a quick pin.
Roll up 1, 2. 2 count only. And there's the knee. You saw Loganisa LaRoe stepping in, having to draw the attention of Anthony Gangone. Just a second. 1, 2, foot on the ropes.
And lucky positioning from Gangone. I don't even know.
The savvy of Gangone, always knowing where he is in the ring, the positioning, knowing exactly where to go.
Oh,
but wait a minute. Look who it is. He's back.
Mike Law crawling his way to the arena, hobbling.
After that brutal attack.
Getting on the corner to help his partner, Anthony Gangone. I don't even know if Gangone knows.
And Loganisa LaRoe can't believe it. Oh, and another shot.
I mean, this is a
calling
bad
for it
situation
here. Loganisa LaRoe
Gangone
setting up.
Badly beaten here. Mike Law badly damaged
Roll
from the
through.
attack. Oh, look at this.
2 count only. Oh, but Mike Law on the outside. Darius Carter throwing him into our Capital Wrestling stage.
And just a smart move. A smart move. Just, oh, look at this.
And now mocking him.
Look at that.
Come on, referee.
Oh, it's not a legal tag apparently. Okay, you can't just go to any corner, which Darius did not understand.
He didn't understand, I'm sure. And again, does he understand on the outside, kicking the colossal Mike Law?
Well, that's his opponent.
Get your head together.
Again, not a wise move by, again, stupid decision after stupid decision between these two. Let's face it, it wasn't smart for Gangone to go alone.
It's called wanting to compete. It's called wanting to have your friends' backs.
Gangone, DDT.
Delayed DDT, caught him changing levels. Something that Anthony Gangone is always good, body positioning. He knows what he's doing in terms of always changing the picture, the target that you get from him.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But now, what's the situation here? Even if he gets a tag to Mike Law, who's not even on the ring apron
Tag made to Darius Carter.
What's he going to do? What is Mike Law
Trying to make
here?
the tag to Mike Law. And he makes the tag. And here comes Law. Looking renewed. Spinning drop kick. He gets him. Darius Carter quickly spinning back. Elbow. Kicks him. And Mike Law, where is he finding the energy to do this? Setting him up into that turnbuckle with the exploder suplex.
Pure adrenaline. I can only assume it's pure adrenaline that's keeping him going. Unbelievable display. And now,
looking to set up for it.
Could it be?
Went for the super kick. No, and right to that knee.
The knee, as we saw him hobbling in here from the medical facility. And now Mike Law.
Trying to get him up, perhaps looking for the foreclosure there.
Maybe.
But no, side Russian leg sweep. Again, the colossal Mike Law. Springboard. 2 count, broken up by Logan Easton LaRoe. Mike Law not having anything at this point. I think he's just operating on instinct here.
Absolutely.
Attacking like a wounded animal.
There's no denying. There's no denying the ability of a Mike Law, but again,
tag made.
This is not a man who's at 100%.
At no point has this ever been a proper tag team match. Now even with
at best
Ace Cutter, 1, 2, Ace Crusher, pardon.
2, says referee Rob Lett. So far, Logan Easton LaRue.
This hasn't been a proper tag team match because while Mike Law was out, Anthony Gangone had to go it on his own, and now Mike Law having to go at it on his own with Anthony Gangone on the outside.
Look at those clubbing forearms by Logan.
Anthony Gangone still on the outside, but trying to fight back. He's finally to his feet, but there's Darius Carter again.
And smartly making sure that Gangone can't be a factor in here. If you're going to take on somebody, I guess between the two of them, you want the guy with a hobbled leg who just was in the hospital.
Sending him into it.
As far as I know.
Ooh, boot right on the button. 1, 2. Oh, springboard broke up the pin and clothesline. Anthony Gangone, like he was shot out of a cannon, saves this matchup here.
Desperation from Gangone and Law, finally trying to have an advantage here. For the first time, it's them 2-on-1 against Darius Carter here. They better do it quick if they're going to seize this moment. Mike Law getting to the corner here, but Gangone and Carter. Those forearms clubbing each other. Now they're
slapping each other across the face. Oh, this is escalating into just a complete breakdown. Darius Carter not able to cover up. Oh, but a kick right to the shin. Setting up for something. And again, return service. It's a super kick party.
Ooh, spinning heel kick and down goes
Now
Logan.
all men are down.
But again, 2 men in the ring, a position of advantage here for Gangone and Mike Law. And hopefully they can take him in, but look at this.
But smartly, Darius Carter rolling out of the ring here. You have to win this inside the ring.
You have to win it inside the ring, but you got to acknowledge the genius of Darius Carter.
Darius Carter going to check on his tag team partner. But wait a minute, it looks like Gangone's going to fly through the middle rope. Almost taking out our cameraman.
Oh, boy. Everybody in that situation is down. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Mike Law getting up.
Now here comes Mike Law. Going up and over.
Hey, our cameraman's okay.
Cameraman's okay, but Capital Inc. is not, as the colossal Mike Law shows why he's a cut above the rest, as him and the one above all take control of this tag team matchup.
Oh, and here we go.
Gangone calling for the tag.
A proper tag after all this chaos here. But now the momentum swinging in the way of Law and Gangone.
Got him. 1, 2. 2 count only. Innovative offense.
Absolutely. And Logan right back to the outside. Smart move by Gangone. Get rid of him. Take advantage of the situation.
Now the numbers game. Now the numbers game playing in the favor of these guys. Setting them up perhaps.
Here we go. Between the two of them looking to finish off Darius Carter. Wrestling's richest prize. But no.
Wait a minute. No. Roll through 1, 2, 3. He had his arm on the ropes.
Here are your winners, Capital Incorporated.
Capital Incorporated. Victorious after Darius Carter, the despicable Darius Carter, grabbing that middle rope as he rolled up Mike Law.
All that matters is Capital Inc. stands victorious. Who knows what the Capital Wrestling... You heard him say it, there is no Capital without Capital Inc. And what is the tag team division going to look like here at Capital Wrestling?
Wrestling's richest prize